Hi everyone, thank you so much for visiting my channel. This is Dreamy. Today we're going to make rice paper butterflies. Today I'm going to use this template I made. It's easy to trace the butterflies pattern and the shape. If you need a template, please visit my patreon.com at bkfloradelight. And I'm going to use this mini heat gun, and you'll need scissors and some food colorings. I'm going to use this violet and neon bright blue, and we'll need one of these yellow or orange color tones, and black color and brown from Wilton and Americolors. Prepare some paper towel and brushes as well. And also we need some rice paper. I've been using this larger size rice paper. You can make 4 butterflies with 1 rice paper. I cut my rice paper into quarter, and by using the brush, I applied water in the front and the back side of the rice paper. Add enough water to make the rice paper flexible, but if you have too much water on the rice paper, you can use paper towel to remove the water. Once the rice paper turns flexible and a little sticky, you're ready to paint. First, with the yellow color, I color the middle and the bottom part. And then with black and brown mixture, I started to paint the outer lines. When you're drawing the outlines or the patterns, it's much easier when you're using less water. And if you're new in painting, try to use a smaller round brush. That'll be much easier to follow the outlines and the patterns. I'm going to show you how I follow the patterns and color the white space by using black food coloring. First, I trace the pattern and then fill up the little spaces in between the patterns. When you're tracing the patterns, and if you made a small mistake, that really doesn't matter because there are so many different patterns on the butterfly, so don't worry about small mistakes and try to focus on making a clean outer line for the butterfly shape. Once you're done coloring, dry it with your heat gun and make the surface soft as possible. And while you're using the heat gun, make sure you're at least 1 inch away so you won't burn the rice paper. If you have a sticky surface, it's really hard to cut out the butterfly, so make sure the surface is dry enough. And now let's cut out the butterfly. I think it's really important to keep all the outlines because that makes the butterfly look realistic. So rather than cutting on the outline, I'll say to give some space around the edges. So you can see it from here, I have some rice paper left around the outlines. Now I have a pretty butterfly. I'm going to attach it with the wire. I'm going to use 16 gauge flower wire on the backside of my butterfly by using small piece of wet rice paper. So once you attach the rice paper, dry it with the heat gun and make sure they're completely attached together. And I colored with black food coloring on the rice paper to cover the flower wire. And when you're making an object with the rice paper, it'll shrink after drying, so make it slightly bigger than your plan. Next butterfly is one of my favorite butterfly. You can use purple or blue color together, or you can use a dark blue for this butterfly. I'm going to add some edible dust. It's golden dust. It'll add some shimmer on the butterfly, so you can mix it with the food coloring and paint it on the rice paper. And I'll also show you the darker colored butterflies. Once you're done filling up the blue tone colors, you can now make the outlines and draw the patterns. It's the same idea with the first butterfly. I draw the outlines first and I try to add the colors around the edge, and then I'm going to add the thinner patterns inside the wings. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you want to watch more tutorials, please subscribe my channel. I'll come up with more rice paper or wafer paper tutorials. Also, I'm going to add a flower wire on the backside of this butterfly, but if you don't want to use flower wire, you can also use this colored pasta branches. If you want to check out how to make this colored pasta, check out my previous video. But today I will use this flower wire. This wire is thicker than the previous butterfly. It's about 20 gauge. So if you use a thicker flower wire, it won't move as much as the 16 gauge wire. So depending on how you want your butterfly to move or bounce, you can choose the wire sizes. Thank you so much for watching my video till the end. If you have any questions, please write me in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.